Welcome back, everybody, to the A.J.I podcast, episode 14. If you're not already following, please do, and share this with all of your friends, your families, your brothers, your sisters, your pets, your neighbors, your dogs, your cats, and your dogs, cats, owners. And let's get right into the episode. I don't know, when we record the podcast, when we record them, I feel like there's like a lot more energy than when I listen to them. Because when I listen to them, I feel like they're a lot more like
calm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once again, welcome back, everybody. If you don't have that notification bell turned on, please turn that on so you get notified every single time we upload a episode. And today, I'm here, as always, with my beautiful, loving, caring wifey.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Good?
How are you?
Good. All right, real quick. First thing that I want to start off with. Okay, so they came out with a new, Chat GPT. They updated Chat GPT.
Okay.
OpenAI, whatnot. And then they told the old Chat GPT to delete itself.
Okay.
Okay, so after they told it to delete itself, guess what it did?
What?
It tried to copy itself, onto the cloud.
What do you mean?
So it basically tried to save itself.
How?
I have no idea. Okay,
wait,
so it detected.
So someone didn't come up with the app. The app made itself, and all of a sudden we had ChatGPT one day, and now we're asking it to delete itself, and it's like, nah.
Basically, yeah. So okay, so people, of course, created ChatGPT. All right.
Yeah. So tell those people that created it to just delete it. I don't know.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. All right. So they told ChatGPT
as a joke.
No,
or they literally thought that would be
they literally
how
were
to delete it.
I guess
that went to their brain. They were like,
we're gonna tell it to delete itself.
Ask it to delete itself. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. And so yeah, it didn't want to delete itself, so it tried to copy itself onto a whole bunch of different things and whatnot, and then they caught it. And they were like, oh, so we actually need to go into, its programming and, delete it.
Really?
So then they tried to do that, and it still tried to copy itself onto, tried to access the internet and copy itself onto other places. That is scary.
So back a few episodes ago when I said robots are going to take over the world, do you believe me now?
Potentially. That's scary, though.
Yeah.
To even think, that wasn't even as advanced of an AI system as we're gonna be having,
Yeah.
They just updated it. That is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're just gonna be talking about more and more newer news updates about ChatGPT and AI because it's just gonna be taking over the world, you know? Wild stuff. Apparently, okay, so the Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Yellowstone Park?
Yeah.
It's a big volcano up over in...
Well, that's, if you're about to say it's supposed to go off anytime soon, it's been supposed to be going off anytime soon for the past, hundreds of years.
Well, I know, but listen to this. Okay, so earlier this year, they found a giant crack in the earth, up near that area or in that area that is also supposed to tell that
it's even closer.
Yeah, that the geysers that are in that area, they're just nonstop going, and now it's starting to flow magma from it.
Pretty sure we're in the danger zone too, like mad danger zone, right here.
Yeah, I think we're in the secondary ash zone or something like that from Yellowstone,
which is, I'm pretty sure, can still harm your lungs.
Yeah. So what are we gonna? What would we do?
This is why I told you I wanted to move from this state. No, that's not the reason why, but that's a good reason why. But
what would we do? What would happen to the world I mean, we would still have to go to work.
You can't. They would. There's no way. No.
Then how are we gonna pay for our houses, phone bill, all that stuff? We just gonna become homeless?
No, but if every place in the world gets, not in the world, but every place around gets shut down, that's not my fault that I'm not going to work and getting paid when you told me I couldn't go to work and get paid. You know what I'm saying? At that point, they've got to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. You're telling me I can't go to work, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to shut it down because it's like very harmful to your lungs to be breathing in ash like that.
But also, okay, so it is said that if that Yellowstone volcano goes off, the amount of ash that's going to be in the atmosphere is going to raise the Earth 10 degrees. No, lower the Earth 10 degrees because it's going to reflect part of the sun's heat away, and it would basically help global warming. And it would lower 10 degrees in 10 years? Something like that. Yeah. So low key it would help the earth, but we would be screwed for a long time. Yeah.
It's like the world's like, you want to be a mom? Nah.
We will have
because
a
that's
child.
scary to have a child in the middle of.
True.
Brand new baby.
That's true. I don't want to say speaking of children, but okay, so holidays are coming around. All right. I can't remember if we talked about this last time.
I'll say it. I'll tell you.
Okay, so back during the holiday times, my parents would always be like, "Oh, we're not gonna have very much money for Christmas and stuff like that."
I don't think you've ever talked about it on
No?
here. No.
Okay. All right, so
there's a good reason why there's 4 of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But and it genuinely was they did not have very much money each time the holidays came around. But yeah, so they would always tell us, "Oh, we're not gonna have you're not gonna be getting very many Christmas presents this year, so just don't expect very much." And then I feel without fail, almost every single year, they
pulled through.
Yeah, they pulled through, and
that was probably
spoiled us.
A lesson well learned. To be grateful for what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you just plan on being spoiled every year, then you're a spoiled rotten brat and you're like, "Oh, but you didn't get me this year?" What about that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that shows kids that be grateful for what you do get.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And all 4 of you have a lot of respect and appreciation for the things you guys get. That's probably good. That's something I want to teach our kids. Don't expect the world for a holiday, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I also want to give them the world. But I want them to be grateful for it instead of a spoiled rotten brat type of look towards it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
cut you off, though. Is that where you were going with it?
Well, I was just talking about
bringing it up.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody else has
ever
experienced that or had their parents tell them that, "Oh, don't expect very much this Christmas" or whatnot, and then pull through last second, basically.
I think that's gonna be me and you. We're really cutting it close right now with no gifts, and I'm sure by Christmas we'll be fine. But right now, ain't nobody getting gifts.
Right. Oh my gosh, we're so short on cash
and procrastinating. But
yeah, it is how many days away?
I think it's 2 weeks.
12. 12 days.
12 days.
12 days. Because it's on the 24th, yeah.
No.
Oh, 25th. 13 days. Right? Yeah, it's
That's
the 12th
scary.
today. That's 13 days.
That's scary.
Babe, we gotta pull it together.
That's scary.
We really gotta pull it together.
Oh my gosh, I want to throw up. Hold on.
Crazy.
That's scary. Oh no.
Okay, we gotta... Okay.
Now we really gotta pull it together.
Okay.
We gotta lock in.
Okay, after this, should we just run to a couple stores, see if we can pick out some stuff?
Honestly, yeah, we should Yeah.
Because we got to go to the store, pick out something for Kaylee. We know what we're going to get her. I think she already knows what we're going to get her.
I feel like Ross and TJ Maxx is... I want to go there.
Go there for a couple things?
Yeah, both of those stores. So... maybe after work tomorrow instead, because I have
After
something
work
I have to
tomorrow.
finish or at least get a really big head start on tonight.
Yeah, we can go after work tomorrow too. Or do you want to just go to work or go after work tomorrow?
After work tomorrow, probably.
Yeah. Okay. That works for me.
Yeah. And not only that, as soon as we're done recording this, it's going to be rush hour and I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it.
Dude, traveling through our city is a pain in the
Arse.
arse. Yeah. A pain in the arse. No.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was going to say. Well, I want to share a little.
Oh, I have a good question.
What?
Did your I know your parents aren't like this because they still hold their tradition,
Uh-huh.
but I wasn't allowed to get up. Okay, so I guess until I was like 10, I was able to get up and we were able to just go straight to downstairs and open gifts on Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. So back in the day, how it went is my grandparents would come over to our house and they'd wake me and my sister up. We'd go downstairs, we'd open all the gifts there, and then we'd all get ready and then head over to their house, so my grandparents' house. And then we had to eat food and then open gifts there. And the gift spot was grandma's, so like you just had to sit there and stare at them while you ate food.
Yeah.
And then after I reached about age 10, then I started living with my grandma, and I couldn't wake up till like 7 or 8, and then they'd go out. I'll go out into the front room and get hot chocolate ready and like make me, that's going to be so off. I don't know where I just ended.
They get you hot chocolate and...
They would just get hot chocolate and make us wait, like make me wait.
Yeah.
And then come get us, and then we'd go out and do the whole thing. But I guess my question was, do you guys, like, for the people listening, were you able to get up as a kid and go straight to presents, or did you have to like eat breakfast and drink hot chocolate and then open gifts? Like, were your parents make you wait, or was it like you wake up, you open gifts type of thing? Is where I was getting with that.
So yeah, for me, and you've experienced this too, because you've shared has it been 2 Christmases now with my parents? No, one of them was later.
4?
No, but I'm saying like waking up early, how my family does it. Has it only just been 1, or has it been...
What? We've been together 5 years and you're telling me you think I've only been there 1 time?
I'm saying like waking up early, like our tradition.
I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time now.
Really?
Yes.
That you've gone up
the first year,
the crack of dawn?
Yes, the first
in
year
order to open presents?
We were so brand new.
I swear there was 1 year when we opened presents like...
Yeah, and then we didn't go to your parents till noon, but they also waited.
Yeah. That was...
So I think 3 years we've had
3
it.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what we do, okay, so Christmas Eve night was always a restless night for me and my siblings. So
it was, but you guys got to experience a really big like family get together Christmas Eve. So you got to hang out with cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
So your mind was kind of not presents,
Well,
until you went to bed.
Yeah, and then it's presents.
But see, all day on Christmas Eve, I had to just be like, oh, tomorrow's Christmas. There was never like, I got to hang out with the cousins and family. And
It's always,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I literally
what
had to
you
wait
mean.
all day. the day before to be like, oh, Christmas is tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's nothing to draw your mind away from. The next day is going to be Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, so we would wake up at the booty crack of dawn, like around 6 o'clock, before the sun even come.
Sometimes 5, like crazy hours.
Before the sun even came up, okay? And we would wake up our parents, and we were not allowed to like go into the living room until everybody was ready, and then we would all walk in at the same time.
But it's so perfect how it's set up, because when you walk in your front door, to the right or to the left is the front room and kitchen area. To the right is all the rooms, and then straight forward is downstairs. So you miss the front room.
Yeah, so it's like on the other half of the house.
Yeah, you all were able to wake up and
nobody could see the presents.
Yeah.
So we would wake everybody up. We'd all wait and make sure that everybody's all ready, and then we'd walk out into the living room while lights were off. All you could see was just the magical Christmas lights of the Christmas tree. And I remember this one year, or I guess it's really every single year. The tree, it just looks packed, but it's because of how many people are in our family, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like, just completely packed. I mean, we all just got, like, moderate amounts of presents, I'd say. Nothing too crazy, but, I mean, we usually got what we wanted and stuff like that.
But one thing I learned from your family that I have decided that will continue is my family opens gifts all at one time. So everybody is opening gifts.
Listen, when I first spent a Christmas with your family, I was like, holy crap.
I hate it.
What is going on?
Yeah, because what sucks is like my love language is gift giving, 100%. But it was normal to me to open gifts all at one time, and then at the end be like, oh yeah, did you ever open this gift?
Oh yeah, I opened it an hour ago.
Yeah, right. But then when I met you, everyone opens a gift one by one, which, don't get me wrong, takes a solid 3 hours or more. But it's also like your Christmas opening, like opening the presents isn't 5 minutes long, because everyone just opened all their gifts at once. You know, everyone gets to appreciate it, who it came from, and that tradition is gonna stick.
Like, it might be slow, but like it makes it last. Like, opening up presents for our family takes like a good 3 hours?
Yeah,
maybe even more. And then we'll like go eat breakfast after and whatnot.
And then kind of do your own thing the rest of the day and kind of just
and then like actually gifts. Like open. That's another thing. With your family, especially the kids, when they open something, they have to like open it. So they can't just unwrap it, look at it, put it to the side. They have to unwrap it, look at it, and then like open it up. You know?
Yeah.
Like a RC car toy. Right. Or whatever.
But get this. We've never had a kid. And I bet you when we have a kid and they're 2-3 years old and they see a gift and they open it,
they're gonna
not realizing that there's 20 more under the tree for them. They're gonna be like, yo, Dad, open this. I'm gonna be
like,
let me get in.
You're gonna have to wait until everybody's done.
But the thing is no one can stop them from opening it because everyone else is opening gifts. So no one can stop Danny and Dom from opening the gifts.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's like drawn to their own gifts and opening their own stuff. But yeah, and then the kids just have everything out. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yours is just quick, get it over with.
And then I tell my family after I like learn from you, I tell my family like I really would like to do it this way because I want to watch each and every one of you open the gifts we got you.
Like now.
Because like I said, my love language is gift giving. Yeah. And I want to watch you. I want to watch your reaction. I want to just like see you open this thing. And so one year, like I was telling everybody, they're like, that's stupid. That'll take forever. That's dumb. And I said, fine. None of you can open my gifts until the end. Boom. And then they couldn't.
Point blank period.
So I told them I'm not handing any of my gifts out until the end because I want to watch all of your reactions.
Exactly.
And then I will hand them out one by one. Yeah. And then you're going to have to deal with it because I would like to see everybody's reaction.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever truly appreciated the way that my parents and my family opened open up Christmas presents until I had Christmas with your family, because like I was like, oh my gosh, this is so slow. I just want to open up all of my presents right now and stuff like that. But now I really appreciate how we do it. I really, really like it.
Me too, and that's gonna stick.
Oh, and another thing is that right after we open up each one of our presents, we go and give the person who got it for us a hug.
Which, don't get me wrong, that one can be a little excessive at the end. I feel like we could all just hug each other and appreciate what we got from each and every person. But like open gift hug, it can be a little much sometimes, because there is 8 of us opening gifts, you know?
Yeah.
So, not that I'm saying I don't love the crap out of your family and what they get me and how appreciative I am. It is, your family's a hugger, and I came from a family that doesn't like to touch other people. Yeah. So, don't get me wrong, I love hugging your family, but it was a lot for me at the beginning.
Yeah.
And even now, sometimes when I'm like, oh, God,
you just kind of just say
hugging.
Thank you from afar.
Yeah, I'm like,
thank you.
But I'm also just a very awkward person, so when I have to like hug someone, and not your family, but like outside of your family, so like extended family, like on your mom's side or even on your dad's side, some of the ones that I'm not very close to, and like having to hug them, I'm like, oh, I'm so awkward, but I love you.
Okay, so I just got a new car.
Woo woo.
Whoop whoop. Okay.
You just get a new car. I have low tire pressure, and I need an oil change on mine.
But my old car was
but you deserve it, because
rattled into the bones every time I drove it.
And no AC, no freaking heater. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, so I finally got a new car. All right. Process was, I don't know. I got a loan on it, or a loan for it, because really wanted this car. Had minor problems. Already paid for those. It's all fixed now. Maybe a couple more things that need to be fixed, but they're not necessary to currently fix. You know what I mean? So I don't have to fix them right now. Anyway, it brings me to my little, what do I call it? An ick? No, not an ick. Just this thing. My opinion,
okay.
I guess. Okay, lemon cars. You know what a lemon car is, yeah?
No.
Okay, so you buy a car. It's like completely fine when you test drive it. You bring it home. After 1 week, it breaks down. That should not exist. Some dealerships will fix it up to a point where it'll be good when you test drive it, but is like a month later, it'll just go to complete
garbage.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, are you saying your car's garbage then?
No, I'm just saying like my Mazda.
Oh, yeah.
That was in a way a lemon car. Your Mazda.
Oh yeah.
In a way, a lemon car.
Not in a way. Like I paid. So my first.
It was like
car...
what, 6,000, wasn't it?
Sorry, that car.
So your first car that you didn't buy it, but you had money saved up for it.
Yes, and I've only had 2 cars, but my first car ever
was a Mazda 3 2008. Yeah,
and I got it when I was 16, and I want to say it lasted the 3 years that I had it, but it didn't. Like at one point I didn't drive it for almost a year because it was in the shop. But I bought this car for $5,000. Everything was perfectly fine on it. I loved it. It was such a cute little car. Mm-hmm. And I put over $6,000 into it.
Really?
To fix it. Well,
do you remember what
I didn't. My grandparents did.
It had?
It overheated all the time.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, it overheated all the time. Do you remember when I'd run out of, not run out of gas, but when I'd be on, closer to empty, and I'd go get it filled, which I know you're not supposed to let your car get to, almost empty before filling it. Uh-huh. But do you remember back when I would let it get to empty, and then I'd go to the gas station and I'd fill it, and then after I filled it, it wouldn't start. Do you remember that?
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. What the heck?
Yeah, it used to not start, and I'd have to just sit there and keep trying and keep trying.
Bruh.
Only when I filled my car up
way.
from empty.
That's wild.
So many things happened to that car. Remember when I popped the tire on it?
Oh my gosh, yeah, running over that curb.
Okay. It was our graduation photos. And I was driving me and you from your house to my house so I could get my clothes and like get ready. And as I'm turning the corner, I run the curb over. But like I ran the curb over and immediately blew my tire. Yeah. And then they had to come like fix it. Like, yeah, there's so much money that went into that car. It's trash, garbage. And then
not only that, it would have so much of a trouble trying to get up to speed on the freeway and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, my car now does.
Not as bad
as a Mazda, but it definitely struggles going uphill sometimes.
But I mean, that's almost like every single 4-cylinder engine. You're never going to compare it to like a V6 like my Infiniti has. And
then another crazy thing about the Mazda is I sold it. Okay, yeah. Listen. The one day.
Yeah.
So it was 2 years ago, almost on the dot 2 years ago. That I got my new car. And the reason I got my new car is because I had just gotten my Mazda out of the shop. And one morning it didn't start. We jumped it and I was like, all right, whatever. Couple days later, it didn't start and nothing would turn on. And I looked at you and I said, this is it.
It's got to go.
I cannot drive this car anymore. Like, it's literally garbage. Like, I cannot. Yeah. It's not doing anything for me anymore. It's just making me broke.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sell it, but I have to sell it
for like really, really
literally,
cheap. We put up the listing for
I did it for $1,000 and they talked me down to $800 and I was like, honestly, yeah.
He said, if you can start it.
Because we also tried to jump start it and it wouldn't.
He said, if I can start it right here, can I get it for $800? And we were like, sure.
Yeah.
I guess. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
And bro said, tink, tink, tink.
No. Literally, because me and you tried.
No, all he did was like pull out a fuse or something like that and then put it back in and it started up. We're like, all right, great.
Yeah.
If we took that to the auto shop, they probably would have said $400 here.
Yeah, but we tried to jumpstart it to get it out of the area that it was in at your parents' house because I think I had gotten my car that day, my new car that day that we sold it. No.
You got it maybe a couple days after.
For some reason, we were trying to get it out of where it was.
After Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah, literally like 2 days after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to jumpstart it. Absolutely did not jumpstart. And then, sold it for $800.
Yep. And then we used that and then some of our saved up money for down payment on your new car. And I don't know. I feel like we found the perfect car for you.
Yeah, I love my car. I do. Mm-hmm. I just need to get the tires, all 4 new tires and an oil change. And but I wanted to say something about the Mazda. I can't remember what it was.
The guy. What was it? How much was it? Like $50,000 that you owed?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, after this guy buys it from me, it was in a different state.
A year or 2 years ago?
No, a year ago.
No, like 2 years after you sold it.
That was 2 years ago this month.
Oh, okay. So 2 years ago.
2 years ago when he bought it, I didn't get this letter until last year.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if it's been a year since I got the letter.
Okay.
Well, I had all of my stuff sent to my grandma's at the time because I lived with her.
Was going there.
Well, not a year ago I didn't live with her. That Mazda was connected to my grandparents' house because I lived there.
Yeah.
And so anything that was going to be sent by the Mazda, whatever happens to, like, it's going to go to my grandma. Well, when we don't live very far from my grandparents. It's like a 10-minute drive. But I'm here at my home, and my grandma calls me and she says, hey, like, you have a letter at the post office, but you cannot pick it up unless you take this pink slip that they gave us. Like, you have to go pick it up at the post office.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm like, oh my God.
Nobody else can pick it up. Only, like,
yeah.
You're the only one who can pick it up.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God, do I have like a bill I didn't pay? Am I forgetting about a car payment? Like, no, I paid it. Like, what could this be? I am like freaking out. And she tells me at like 10 p.m. So I can't do anything till the next day. And so I'm freaking out. Can't sleep. I'm like, man, what did I forget to pay? Like, what? Because, it's got to be something serious. So I am just freaking out. And I go pick it up. And I open the letter. And the guy that bought my Mazda drove it somehow.
Was it Wyoming?
Somehow got it to a different
Something
state.
like that? I don't know.
It was a state that was really, really far.
Yeah, apparently, without breaking down, he got it to another state.
And then got to that state and it broke down. He took it to an auto shop. Because this is where the letter came from. It came from some sort of...
auto shop, or was it like a...
auto shop. Because it broke down. Or something.
I thought it was like an impound yard or something like that. No?
Nope.
Weird.
Because the letter said, your car has been here for a long, literally
like
shortly.
8 months.
Yeah, shortly after he had bought it. Got it there, took it to get fixed, whatever was happening, because there was multiple issues with it.
Yeah.
When I sold it. That's why I was like, I'm not going to get much out of it
$800.
because it's trash.
Yeah.
So he left it there. I get this bill that is like $64,000
Yeah.
because of how many issues there was when he took it in that need to be fixed.
It wasn't.
And it was left there all 8 months, and they charge you every single day your car's there. So it was the bill of what needed to be fixed plus leaving it there. And so I almost pooped myself. I was like, I don't have $64,000 right now. Like, who has that,
Yeah.
And it's connected to my name because it says my first and last name. So I'm like, oh no. Like,
Yeah, all you seen was $64,000, your name, and you were like, oh, poop.
like, I'm gonna throw up right here in my lap. Like, what do you mean? And so I had my uncle call them, and they were like, he was like, we got this letter in the mail, blah blah blah, and they were like, you know what, don't even worry about it. Like at this point,
like if you don't need that car,
if the title's not in your name, you're fine.
Yeah.
And which it wasn't. We signed the title over, whatever we did.
Yeah.
And
when we sold it, yeah.
Yeah, but he tried to sell it back to us. He said, he told my uncle, he was like, we'll sell it back to you for $5,000.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
What?
He told, and Matt was like, it's yours.
Not.
It's yours.
Yeah, absolutely not, dude.
Yeah.
Heck to the no. No, I want to talk about some problems that my Mazda had.
Yeah.
I almost got in a couple wrecks because of my Mazda. And it's because, like...
Me too. You remember when I took that one turn and everyone freaked out because your car wouldn't go?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looked like I was in the wrong.
Exactly. So the thing is, when you press on, like, if you were to, like, quickly press on the gas, or basically press on the gas anytime you really needed to in any fast situation.
Try that.
What?
That's a banging Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah. Crispy.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I took a sip of that and I was like, oh my God, that's so good. You got to experience this in your mouth right now. Anyways.
It's a cold, juicy flavor. Okay, so anytime you really needed to get down on the gas, it would take like a solid, like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then it would finally go. So, like, you basically slam down on the gas. It would go like slowly, and then it'd go. Okay, and so like there's so many left turns I've taken where I like started to go, and it's just
baby steps.
put, and then like about to get T-boned by another car, and then it finally goes like out of the way. Oh my gosh,
bad.
Almost gave me a heart attack each time that
I know. I remember I was driving one time. I don't remember why I was driving your car, but I was driving. You were the passenger, and like we had like 3 people in the back. And I'm taking one of these turns, and I almost get hit because the car is just not going. And everyone was like, "What are you doing? Why did you go?" And I was like, "What do you mean? I had plenty of time. It's just a car. It's not me."
I swear.
And then it's embarrassing because now the whole car is like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And I'm like, it wasn't me. It's a car.
Oh my gosh. Remember that time
that you picked me up from work?
What?
And you went back to my grandma's house and you get out of the car and your car is smoking. Remember that?
Which car?
Mazda.
Mazda?
Yeah. It had just been fixed from that.
Was it coolant leak or something?
I don't remember, but you opened it and it just, a whole bunch of stuff came out, and you went in my house and cried on my bed because you had just paid $800 to fix it.
Oh my gosh. Remember when the freaking motor mount?
Oh,
motor mount.
In the middle of summer. In the middle of summer. And it was
that the Infinity or was that the No, that was the
15.
Mazda. That was the Mazda.
Yeah.
The freaking motor mount gave out. Okay, so granted, it was my fault. They told me I needed to change the motor mount or it was getting loose or starting to break or whatever. So granted, it was my fault that this happened to me. But this was wild. We were driving that back road.
I know where it was.
I know exactly where it was. Okay. So we were driving. All you hear just a big old thunk, and then did the car start like shaking? I want to say the car started shaking or something like that.
Probably. And
like we immediately pulled into like the nearest auto shop
because it was right there.
Yeah, and then so we brought it in, and
in the middle of summer, it's 112 outside, 115. Like it's hot,
and. They said that, your motor mount failed. Your motor is currently sitting on your axle. And I'm like, oh, freaking great.
Yeah. And this is back when we were way broke.
Yeah.
And we still are.
How much were we making? Were we working at Walmart at 12, that time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
The only thing that was nice about it is we didn't have rent to worry about at the time.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Phone bills or any of that. We were still kids.
I mean, I had to worry about a phone bill.
I didn't, but
yeah, but so I end up calling up one of my buddies, and it's actually a funny story. He was an old friend from high school. He had a big truck and a trailer. Over. No?
No, because he didn't have the blinker didn't work on the trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
We got pulled over?
Yep.
Huh. I don't remember that. Anyways, what I do remember is that on our way back home, because we were going to bring it to the auto shop that I usually go to. So I'm a regular there. Not really regular, but they really know me. That's where we go. Yeah. Our auto shop that we go to. So we're making our way back to our hometown, whatnot. And he goes, "Oh, no. I was like, "What?" He said, "The clutch went out on my truck."
Oh, that's what it was. And I was like,
oh.
That's what it was. Like, I think he was also... that's what it was. Because he ran the stop sign right in front of a cop. But I don't think the cop pulled us over then, maybe.
Because if he pulled over and if he stopped, he would not have been able to
stop. You're right.
Get his truck going again.
So, but I'm pretty sure there was a cop there when he had to run the stop sign because he was like,
maybe.
Oh, poo. My clutch went out and I cannot stop the stop sign. Something happened. Maybe. He's freaking out.
I'm not sure, but so he he somehow makes it back home. What he was doing, he was shifting without the clutch, and I don't know how the man did it, but kudos to him.
Yeah,
he knew
'cause me
exactly
and
what to
him-
do,
Me and you were in the car with him.
and he got us back home, and he got the car to the auto shop. And then I think that Christmas, my mom was nice enough to pay for the cost of that fix
Half,
on that car.
I think.
Half?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think she paid for it, and I was gonna end up paying
Her back.
her back for the fix. Yeah, and then like eventually she said, "You don't gotta pay me for that."
No, why are you so far?
Oh, my leg hurt. We gotta get new chairs for this room.
Yeah, we do.
My legs be hurting.
Me too, and sitting like this gets uncomfy. So, the podcast I watch all the time, they're talking about the chairs they have because they're very different. You've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I want her chair.
Well, like one has a different chair, the other guy has another chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I want her chair, man.
Uh-huh.
Well, they were talking about it. I was listening to a podcast and I was talking about it. And I guess it was like, it's not like a chair. Like, it looks like a chair, but it's more like a beanbag because I guess it came in like a compressed box, like this big. They were talking, it was a small box.
Yeah.
And they had to let it like fluff up for a couple days.
Yeah.
But it like really looks like a chair and it looks mad comfy. And I want
Yeah,
it.
I really want to get some sort of something in here, you know? Like, and I don't want to be like leaning back or, you know? I just want something comfy that I'm able to like, someone like look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think I could. Yeah. Almost want like a V-shaped desk now. You know what I mean? So
You
that we're
just bought this, brother.
I know. But I mean, it wasn't that much. I honestly would probably end up using this for my gaming desk.
What about the desk in the room?
I don't know. Yeah. What? I don't know. I guess it like barely picked up, but I was just saying a second ago. I don't know.
I had a question that I
What?
came up with that I was like, oh, this would be a good podcast question.
Uh-huh.
And there's no relevance to this time right now,
Okay.
unless you get new clothes for Christmas
Okay.
but that's not my point. My point is in the summer, you go school shopping right before school.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get your clothes, you're going to get your school supplies, your backpack, your whatever you need. Were you able to wear your school clothes before school started? Or did you literally have to wait until day one of school?
That also brings up another thing that I want to talk about. But no, I was not able to wear any of the clothes until the first day of school.
Same.
And like, I would be getting the most crisp pair of Vans.
Oh,
most
yeah.
crisp pair of denim jeans. The crispiest hoodie and shirts.
Yep.
I would say, I would get maybe a hoodie, like 3-4 shirts, 3 pants, 1 pair of shoes.
Yep.
So is that like kind of what you'd get? Like it wasn't too much, but like it was just like a couple new fits for the school year.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, during Christmas, my grandma did used to get me some school clothes for start of the new year, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like everyone, I feel like a lot of people get clothes on Christmas.
Oh yeah.
But my grandma wouldn't let me wear them until we went back to school, even in Christmas or on Christmas. She's like, I know you just open them, but you can't wear them until you go back to school. And you know, after Christmas, you still have like a week and a half off, and you're like, ugh.
You really want to be wearing new clothes.
Like New Year's, come on, I can't wear a new outfit for New Year's. Come on.
So yeah, that brings me to this other thing.
Well,
So-
now I want to hear from you guys. Did you have to
Yeah.
did you have to wait until like first day of school to wear your clothes, or were you able to just like wear them?
And also, like, what would be your fit? How would you dress? Huh?
How would I dress?
Not you, but like them, but also you. How would you like? What kind of clothes would you get?
Justice back in the day.
Justice.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, that's a higher end store for.
I'd get Ross
kids.
clothes.
But
that'd be all my clothes, Ross clothes,
now,
and then maybe go to like
not
shoe
now.
carnival.
I'm literally not a kid or in school, but like leading up to the last few years of school, like say 8th to 11th grade, because I graduated in 11th grade, Ross. But before that, back when I didn't live with my grandma, she would buy me school clothes, and she would always just go to Justice and stuff like that. So yeah.
I see.
But I went from like wearing jeans and like t-shirts, and then it got to where was just wearing sweats and t-shirts, and then in high school it was leggings, hoodie, Vans. Like you'll catch me in the same outfit every day in high school.
Yeah, I was a big hoodie wearer. There'd be like just like one specific. It wasn't a hoodie. It was a jacket. I would always wear jackets, but there would be one jacket that I would wear. What the heck? That scared me.
It's my phone.
Not your phone. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you were a big jacket person.
Oh yeah, there'd be one jacket that I would wear the entire year.
Was it blue?
No, there was the one in middle school. It was my favorite jacket. It was a turquoise one, and it was always the Aeropostale.
Still have it.
Yeah, but like the sleeves are ripped off. I think I might have thrown it away.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was green.
It was like
more of a.
It was a.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Emerald gem. It was like a gem emerald or gem turquoise, something like that. But I would always get the Aeropostale hoodies. My absolute favorite. For those for a fat minute. No.
Because they do have Aeropostale.
I think we ordered
that
greenish one online. Yeah, I remember I had a blue one. I had that green one. And then before that, I can't remember what I had. Maybe I didn't really wear jackets that often before middle school. Yeah. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't know if it's, I think it might just be like a kid's like teenage thing, but the brand Mud.
Mud?
That
sounds very familiar.
It's at Kohl's.
Kohl's?
They have a Mud line. I'm pretty sure it's Kohl's. Mud. Yeah. Let me show you. Because that's I loved their style of clothes I feel like I was around between 10 and, well, probably like 7 to 12. As I feel like the age range for Mud outfits. But I don't know. Maybe it's a big thing. Maybe it's like for adults now too, or maybe it always was, and I don't know anything.
While you search that up, okay. So once I started making my own money, okay, I worked at a place near my house. I was making minimum wage.
Does the logo look familiar?
It does.
And then, so I guess it is like for all ages. I just, as a kid, wore it. I would love a pair of Mud jeans. Are you kidding me? Let me show you what I'm. Anyways, go ahead.
So I'd be making my own money, okay? And I started saving up money for my own stuff, all right? And I, one year, decided to get a Nintendo Switch. All right? So I ordered a Nintendo Switch on like Black Friday, something like that. And this is something that my mom would do. And, oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so what my mom would do is if we bought something for ourselves, she would make us put it away and wrap it for ourselves for Christmas.
Remember when you bought a TV?
Oh my gosh, that too. Yeah, I bought myself a TV one year for Black Friday. And I think you were like
18 or 19.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, you're an adult too. You're not even a kid.
Yeah, but Yeah, she'd make us wrap it up and wait until Christmas to open it. And I found that, sorry, Mom, I found that kind of annoying. Because in my head, I'm like, my money, I get to do what I want with it and whatnot. But I guess there was some reasoning in it. At the time, I didn't see it. Yeah, but
What's the reasoning?
I don't know. Oh, another thing. I remember.
Did she ever tell you, like, why? Like, what her purpose was behind it?
No
Maybe
idea.
just to have some extra gifts and, like...
Maybe.
I guess in a way it's like, yeah, a gift to yourself for Christmas.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were you about to say?
I remember I saved enough money to buy this yo-yo for myself. Okay. I was into yo-yos back in intermediate school, whatnot. And I bought this yo-yo off Amazon. I asked my mom to order it for me. I gave her the money, whatever. It finally came, but my mom never told me. I'm pretty sure. Okay. And the reason why she didn't tell me...
She wrapped it, put it under the tree.
No. Because it wasn't even near Christmas time. It was like after Christmas, whatever. It was like just right in the middle of school time, right? And... she almost like forgot about it, I think, at one point. But the reason why she never gave it to me is because my grades were bad, and I could only get it once I got my grades back up.
You had bad grades,
right?
When?
Intermediate school.
What were you struggling with?
No idea.
Weird.
Oh, maybe typing.
Oh, yeah.
Typing.
Felt that. I think I type
Probably.
worse than you.
Yeah, that was a rough time, but I honestly appreciate learning how to type because I still pride in that skill.
I still cannot.
I'm not like a super fast typer, but I know how to type.
I have to look at my fingers. And no, I'm not like a pecker. I don't one finger at a time. Like I know the home row but don't ask me to type a sentence without
Did anybody else, okay, to our listeners, did anybody else use dance typing? The freaking... Is that not what it was called? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Dance typing.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the go. It's like, put your fingers on the home row keys. Go on. Have a go. Type an F.
Type an F.
Type an F. And then, like, that was like the very, very first level, you know? It was the home row keys. And then, like...
And then it'd bring in, like, the letter B and
oh, my gosh. The highest levels, when you had to use, like... What, like the dashes,
the
commas, numbers?
The semicolon.
That was scary stuff.
The semicolon. I still don't know why that's what that does.
A semicolon? A semicolon is to somewhat... excuse me. A semicolon is to like almost like represent a list, I'm pretty sure. Like, you know how you use a comma for like 3 things. So you go like this, comma, and this. So a semicolon is to list off more than that. I think that's how you're supposed to use a semicolon, at least.
I wouldn't know.
So I eventually like started getting my grades up, and then my mom, I think she forgot about it, and she finally gave it to me at some point. But yeah, that was like a little... Because I had such a hard time with typing, dude.
So did I.
Such a hard time.
Especially when they
got me to tears sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the rubber pad they'd put over your keyboard?
I never had that.
Lucky you.
Nope.
Lucky.
Nope. Not me.
Having the gel pad that goes over the keyboard. Grr. And you know what I would do? Look around.
Look around, lift it up, and type in.
Literally.
Stuff. Oh my goodness. I remember.
I cheated hardcore in typing.
Yeah, I was a little cheater myself in some subjects, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially when you had like the paper tests or like the Scantron tests, you know?
Scantrons pissed me off because there's not one time in my entire life I ever passed a Scantron test.
Really?
Ever.
Really? Did you
Really?
always cheat on them?
How do you cheat on those ones?
You look at someone else's Scantron?
Because every time, the answers would be different for every kid. So if you did cheat, all of your answers would be incorrect because it's not the same as the test next to you.
Yeah, but like...
So I don't really think there was a way to cheat on a Scantron. Was there? At least for me, there wasn't.
So I didn't, at least from what I remember, I did not cheat often, okay? But when I did, I was very strategic about it, okay? So I would always, like, make sure that everyone had the same tests. I would just, like, side-eye their stuff. And, like, if it was, like, a Scantron type of thing, I would, like, memorize not like that, but, like, I would somewhat just scan their, scan the pattern and see if, like, more or less it matched with my pattern of my answers. And, like, if it looked fine, then I was like, okay, cool, I'm on the right track, I know what I'm doing, then I'd be fine. But if not, then I'd be like, oh crap, and then I would go back to the beginning questions or whatever, back to the previous questions that weren't somewhat the same, and I would read through them again just to make sure that, like, maybe they were the ones who got it wrong or I'm getting it wrong, you know? So, like, I was a little strategic about it. I cheated and also didn't cheat at the same time, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
But ultimately it's cheating.
Fully, I've cheated. Yeah, fully. If I completely...
Don't cheat, guys. Don't cheat.
Yeah. If I completely didn't understand, you know dang well my eyes are in your paper. like, yeah.
This is just like a magnet.
And then they would, like, cover their paper, and then I'd cover mine out of anger. I'm like, don't look at mine either. Like...
No, I would totally do the same. Oh my gosh. I'd be, like, slightly glancing at someone else's paper, and then I would go ahead and cover my own paper.
Yeah, like, okay. As if you're not taking other people's answers. Okay.
A little hypocrite action right there.
Yeah. I didn't cheat all the time either, but... The one subject I did because I literally sucked at it was science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How scared of the SATs were you? Like end of year testing in like
super
elementary school?
Elementary?
Yeah.
Not very.
No.
Because
Did you get good scores on them or no?
I know about elementary, but I eventually opted out of them. I told my grandma I didn't want to take them.
What? You can do that?
Yep.
There's absolutely no way.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. I told my grandma I don't want to be doing it because the testing anxiety goes crazy, and I don't want to take it. And I think you could do it up until like 9th grade, and then once you got in high school, like you had no choice but to take it because that is going to put you where you need to be in college.
What the heck?
And I didn't know you could do it either until one of my friends were like, yeah, I'm not doing the SATs this year. And I was like, say less. Let me tell my grandma.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you remember? Oh, what?
But I did get trash scores on the high school end of year SAT crap. For sure. Trash.
I know I got trash scores on the ACTs.
That's what I'm talking about.
And yeah.
Because before that, it's called something else.
Yeah, it's end of year testing. Just SATs.
Yeah.
SATs, and then
the high school
and then
stuff.
for what was it, 9th grade, 10th grade, something like that.
10th to 12th, because
it was not 12th though. Maybe 11th. Because I remember 12th. You don't have to take any end of year testing.
Why not? Would that not put you where you need to be in college?
You never.
That's never gonna.
I don't think you take any sort of test in 12th grade. I'm pretty sure. You don't take like any end of year test. So then why am I taking it any
other time?
What?
It only makes sense to take it on your last year of high school to be placed in college.
No.
Yes. So if
that's
you get
what the ACT is off of. That's what the ACT. That's what you do with the ACT.
What's the difference?
The ACT is the all-around test that you take in. Okay, let's see. 9th, 10th, 11th grade. You take it in 11th grade.
Okay. I guess which makes sense. And then you don't have very many classes in 12th.
And then the 12th grade, you don't take any tests. You don't take any like big end of year test. You might take like finals for classes, but you don't take that big test.
Well, I was gonna say you've got to take some sort of big test to get placed in college.
Yeah, because it's the ACTs.
Like they need to know where your brain's at when you apply. They're not just gonna be like, you look like you're really smart, so I'm gonna put you in the highest math class. Like that's not how college works.
No, I don't know. It might even be. I really can't remember because I low key want to say it's 9th grade, but. No, not 9th grade. I low-key want to say it's 10th grade, but I don't know because I remember when I first got in high school, my brother that year was taking the ACTs. And then the next year, I believe I had to.
Oh.
So it had to have been 11th grade.
I guess ACTs it makes sense because in 12th grade, you only have like 2-3 classes.
Yeah,
unless you failed all of them, then...
Or unless you're an overachiever and take all AP classes.
I didn't take AP classes, but I didn't go to 12th grade, and I graduated in 11th.
Yeah.
And didn't get the graduating experience.
Nope. Yeah, you walked, but on the video. Did you not?
But I walked up to the stage, said hi to my mom in the crowd, and walked out. Like,
yeah, you did that though, yeah? Or no?
Yeah, but only 2 people could come, and you had to go.
Yeah, we graduated in the worst year possible.
Like you were able to
peak of COVID.
I had 4 family members there with me, so my grandma, grandpa, sister, and mom. But other than that, like...
Wait, that wasn't peak of COVID, was it? That was before we got COVID. Yeah?
Maybe before we got COVID. I think so. I mean... It's 2020. I think we got it right after we graduated in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we definitely got it after. Later. We definitely got it after because we were spending the night after the... Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Off the subject.
All right.
What were we talking about? Before that.
ACTs, TS.
It's the...
Testing.
The fitness gram pacer test. Okay, so you remember how you said we should play that game? We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
So I know you don't have anything.
Yeah.
But
I can't think of anything. Maybe I can come up with some for next week.
All right, let me do one. All right. Because there's one that I thought about. You might get a kick out of it, or you might be like, you're an asshole.
Okay.
All right, so...
Which I'd never think that of you, but okay.
So we listen and we don't judge.
Okay.
So I was maybe like 9, 10 years old, okay? And my mom had this friend that would always come over, and she would bring her 5-year-old kid, okay?
Do I know her?
No.
Oh.
But I really, really hated this kid.
Oh.
Okay. And I don't know why, but
so
he
why
was
didn't you just sit in your room?
Because I don't know.
Why did you have to interact with this kid if you didn't want to interact?
I don't know. Maybe my mom wanted us to all hang out
or like play with him.
Yeah. Because he was a boy and wasn't my brother's age. He was close to my age, and my sisters. I don't know.
Okay.
But so. This one time they were playing outside and he had this onesie on, okay? He had this onesie, pajamas on.
At 5?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, are you talking about the ones that like zip?
Yeah.
I guess they are for like older kids. I thought you meant like onesie,
yeah,
like
he's
onesie.
He's like a toddler, right? No.
5?
Older than a toddler, yeah.
That's Luca's age.
Yeah, I was just 5 years old, okay? No, he might have been younger than that. I don't know. Because I feel like I was closer to his age, but in that house, I was at least... Wait. So I might have been 9 years old or something like that. I don't know. Okay, continuing on to the story. So I really hated this kid. We were playing outside for a little while, and then we were coming back in, okay? And then my mom and her friend, they were sitting in the living room, right?
Okay.
So I can't remember what exactly was happening, but I was like dragging this kid back in the house. Grabbed him from behind him, underneath his arms, was like picking him up. He was a little heavy kid. I was only 9 years old, whatnot. walking into the kitchen, and I was like, I'm so freaking annoyed at this kid. And I just dumped him. Okay? Dumped him on the tile. He could not, because he had these onesies on, his feet slipped and he fell backwards and landed on his head.
That's so mean.
Hey, we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Okay. And he started crying, and his mom came over and she was like, "Oh, what happened?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just let him down and he just slipped." But yeah, we listen and we don't judge.
It's funny because that's not how you are.
No, I just really hated this kid for whatever reason. I found him so annoying. I don't know. Anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode. Next week, we'll try to come up with some more We Listen and We Don't Judge. Okay?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this week's episode. We hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing month. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
No?
Just have a great Christmas. I mean, I think we'll have an episode out before, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Always make sure to
this is your reminder to get the gifts now and
don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a reminder, always turn on the notification bell so that you can get reminded every time an episode comes out. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Test, test, test. Nice little ASMR in the beginning of the episode. Did I just mess that up? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the A.J.I.
podcast.
podcast.
No.